Nearly a dozen families in transition now have to move after the Salvation Army announced it is suspending its emergency shelter for women and their children. For decades, it's been a place where people could live for up to 90 days. Our Ezekiel Telemaco talked to the executive director about why the charity was forced to make this decision. Ezekiel.
That's right, Pepper. The Emergency Family Shelter Program has been helping thousands of Memphians during rough times for the past 25 years. Now, the Salvation Army says that lowering funding and the rising cost of food has left the organization with a difficult choice, which is why they're suspending the program until they have enough money to start it up again.
$600,000 a year in what we would be in a deficit.
The Salvation Army confirmed Thursday its Emergency Family Shelter Program is now suspended. Aaron Keegan, the executive director of supporting program services at the Salvation Army, told me that fundraising has dropped over the last year, leaving them with a deficit of about $50,000 a month.
We have gone into all of our reserves that has allowed us to stay afloat to this point in time. Every month we are about $50,000 in a deficit each month, and so instead of folding completely, obviously, we have made the hard decision to suspend our emergency family shelter program.
Right now, 10 families will have to move. Keegan says staff members are working to make sure that no one is left without support.
We've set aside about a 30-day time frame to about February 8th, and our staff are working with them to identify permanent housing solutions as well as other programs that they might be enrolled in.
As the program is suspended, the number of the people living at the facility will also drop.
We have a capacity of 120 women and children that could reside here at any given point in time, but in reducing that from the suspension of the program, that will go down to approximately 60 or so people that will be residing here.
Despite the suspension, the Salvation Army says its work in Memphis is far from over.
We still have our Renewal Place program, which is for women and children who are going through addiction recovery. We still have a very strong single women's component. So we are still here. We are still working. We're still doing what we need to do. But unfortunately, at this time, again, we are going to have to suspend a program to be able to meet the financial stability of the Salvation Army here in Memphis.
The Salvation Army tells us that in order to resume the program, they need an additional $1 million in donations every year. For now, the families have until February 8th to move into a different facility. 6 staff members will also need to find new jobs once the program pauses. Live in studio, I'm Ezekiel Telemaco.